What map should I choose? I think I'm going to choose the Portland map. But what should I name it? I think we'll go with Stumptown. Boreal. No custom map theme. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. I should probably change my information. Oops. There we go. Save automatically. It must save automatically. Go ahead and pause that while I make sure everything's working. Everything looks good to me. Cool. All right, let's get started. Please, thank you. Let's see. Start with some industry up near this train track so we can eventually get a freight station up in there. There we go. I do actually want to briefly put a road in just to unlock the other roads. So, I believe these aren't quite facing the right direction yet, so I'm going to go ahead and let's make our grid aligned with the river here. Let's see, we can align this part of the grid this way. Yeah, let's do that. actually align it with the railroad track here. There we go. And let's make city blocks just standard. There we go. Here, I'm going to make a standard north-south alignment, or by standard I mean. I'm going to make a north-south alignment, is what I'm trying to say. I wish it could snap to north-south, like, by default. That's going to be pretty close. Here. There we go. So now I got 2 grid alignments. Can't spend too much money. I need to be able to afford all my utilities. Oops. Oh, we can change the direction of that here in just a second. There we go. So this is going to be my industrial area up here. Like I said, it's near the railroad. And I want, I think, 1 large road in here. That could sort of, well, here's what I'll do. I'll do 2 of them. And one of them will be the split that will that'll be the kind of area where I'm having a hard time describing this. One of them will be the area, the line along which the road's angles will change, basically. So we need to bring this up 1 extra because this is a wider road. There we go. And you. There we go. Okay. This is going to be sort of a main road here. And I actually want it to be the right length. So let's see. So I think I just take this up here. And I want to go 1 extra because I'm going to do that. That, and then I want this, I want it to come off this way and align with these guys here. So, how am I going to do that? For now, do that. I need to change the direction of it. There we go. Then, let's see. It's not the right spot. Oh, it's counting from there. That's dumb. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Is going to quite line up. Slope too steep. Well, you know what? We can make this special intersection anyway. Let's see. Okay, so if I take... Actually, maybe I should curve the road this way and have it cross over here. That would make sense. Or maybe I could do both with like a roundabout here. You know what? Let's make like a diamond roundabout. That seems interesting. Let's put some dummy roads in for now. Diamond roundabout, I would, let's take it up to here, I think. Do it out by 5 for each. Now, I do that. It's a small diamond roundabout. Now will these connect like that? They will. And then this can... I made it one more. Let's do that. Go. Six. Don't want it to snap to that. There we go. Snap to 6. Distance of 6. Okay. 6 here. And 6 there. Alright, so now let's make our diamond roundabout. Diamond about. Oh, hi. I see people who joined the chat. Well, I should say people have joined the stream. Alright, so now... Actually, I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to base my grid off of a 45-degree angle. And I'm going to make 2 major roads come off here. One going this way, and one going this way. There we go. And my industry is going to be sort of based in this area up here. I just want to ask, can everybody hear me fine? If you can't hear me very well, I know my mic's pretty quiet here. I'll move a little closer. If you can't hear me very well, just say so in the chat, and I'll try to speak up. Alright, so yeah, I'm making a... I'm just starting a city here based on a Portland map, Portland, Oregon-based map, and I'm just kind of making my downtown plans right now. I'm going to sort of build some residential areas down here, and then I'm going to build an industrial area up here. That's sort of going to be the beginnings of the city. now, I'm just going to take these roads directly into here. Let's take it off of here. That would probably be the closest. This one. Yeah. Okay, so we'll take the road into there. Swap direction. And we'll do the same thing here. In fact, we'll just make it a standard road out to here for now. That'll change a little bit. Oops. That'll change a little bit here. For now, I'll do this. There we go. That way people can get into the city, which is kind of important. Alright, and then I want to also go ahead and start planning the grid here. So this is actually going to turn the other way here in just a second. This is going the right way here. There we go. For now, I'm just going to stick with a pretty standard grid. So I want this to come down here. Is that in the right spot? No, it's not. Is that in the right spot? That is not the right spot. That is the right spot right there. Okay. Cool. Good. So now I have a 8x8 tile area in here. Oh hi, Retribution and Bitvan Byte. Ambient noise is overpowering in game. That's just wonderful. Here, let me turn the game volume down. It's Gay Pride Month, not Gay Pride Day. I have to think of a better way to set up my microphone to be able to talk more directly into it here. Okay. Good. Yeah, maybe I should be using my headset's microphone instead of my recording microphone. That would actually make some sense. Let me see actually if I can do that real quick while this is going. Testing. How is this? Is this any better? I know the sound quality isn't going to be as good, but the mic is right up next to my face now. Can you hear me? I hope it's not the same.
Hooray! Yeah, like this headset has a horrible mic. I mean, I think most cheap headsets have horrible mics, but I guess it's more important to hear me rather than sound quality for a live stream. Like normally when I'm recording, I'm able to adjust the volume, the levels afterwards, so that I can get my own voice to be the right, you know, the right volume. But here, obviously, I don't have that luxury. So, all right, let's get some industry going. And I also am going to need a water pump on the upstream side, and one of you on the downstream side. And I hope I have enough money for pipes. I don't think I have enough money for pipes. Well, this is going to be wonderful. And I don't think I can take out a loan just yet. Nope. Well, this is what I get for having to redo everything over and over again and wasting a bunch of money. I'm going to have to restart here. So let me just go back out, quit to main menu. Try this again without screwing up this time. Yeah. Alright, gonna choose the Portland map again. Gonna go with Stumptown. And this time I should not waste all that money on roads that I then end up deleting. I should also probably place my utilities early just to make sure that I have everything in. Alright. Yes. Alright. So the first thing I want to do still is align my road system. Here, let me unlock all the roads real quick. Align my road system with east, west, north, south. So I'm going to do that by drawing my first road here. And just aligning it as well as I can. That's probably good. Okay. And then I will build my main road off of that. I'll go up to about here. Yep. There's good. And actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and start my diamond roundabout that I really want to make now for no particular reason. So I got to go out 6 from the center. So that'll be that, I believe. Basically, I have to make it cost 140. Delete that, so I'm not deleting too much here. Do my one-way roads for the roundabout, like so. Go ahead and delete the scaffolding, if you want to call it that. Then build my roads off of. Oop, that wouldn't be right. I need to make sure things are aligned here. It's not very round, really, all things considered. There we go. And do the same thing over on the other side. There we go. then build my other two main roads off like so. Slope too steep. Come on now, really? Really? I can't really do much about that, can I? I should probably pause it so that I'm not losing 166 money units per week. Really? What if I get rid of this road? I don't... There I go again, wasting money. Okay. That works. So now I'm not going to be able to build this one? Is that what I'm understanding? Slope too steep. Okay. Game. It's a very Yahweasel thing to say, but still. Let's get rid of this one. Well. Isn't this exciting? I mean, one way I can solve that problem is to just make a bigger roundabout. I don't really want a bigger roundabout. And now I have to wait for it to load again. It wasn't really a rage quit. I'm still playing. I just need the game to align itself well. I think if I put the main road a little further east towards the river, I think that will be fine. Let's remember to pause this time. There we go. And try this for a third time. Taste the rainbow. There we go. That's about as close to east-west as I'm going to get. Alright. Hopefully this is... Let me do it on this side. That's probably good. All the way up to there. Then let's do these guys again. I'm sticking to 140. This will work. Because I said so. There we go. That goes directly into there. Let's take it out by 300. Same thing on this side. There we go. So those roads should be straight. Then, here's the question. Hey, it worked this time. Okay, so let's take this out. Let's just take it out 900 on this side and 900 on this side. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. I think this is good. Okay, so now, do these streets have lights? Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Traffic routes. Maybe I can't do it yet. Maybe I have to grow my city a little more. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get our industrial zones planned out. Okay, so if I take this out to here and then down to here, that should work. I don't know why this isn't perfectly aligned down here. I would think it should be, but it's not. Alright, so actually those are going the wrong way though. I like to make sure that they're going, so if you look at this road here, the road that my cursor is following right now, or the side that my cursor is following right now, is going towards the roundabout. So I like to make my next one-way road going away in the opposite direction, if that makes sense. And then that wasn't far enough. Okay, that's what I was confused about. There we go. That's far enough. And then one more. And there. Okay. You go there. And you go in here. Like that. Cool, cool. And then we'll just do this a little further out. Now it's easy as pie. Alright, alright. So, now, before building too much more, let's go ahead and get our utilities in. And actually, a big part of the problem last time is I put my output so far away from my input that I would have had to have made a. But actually, what I can do, since I'm going to also be putting my residential and industrial that far apart, is just connect like these to my sort of main city grid first, and then do my city grid, and then so these won't be connected directly to each other is what I'm saying. So I'll put you here, you up here. Let's go ahead and get sort of our main water lines in, like so. Hey Cole Bertrand. Or should I just say, hey Subaka Cole? Alright. There we go. And I also want to connect this one like so. Alright, so I think that's my main infrastructure. So now all the costs are going to be in the roads. And by infrastructure, I mean utilities. Okay, so this actually needs to come up like this. This one comes down. That would be a tropical storm emoji. Congratulations. There we go. Get my residential areas ready. I mean, you still have the same avatar, Cole, so it's pretty obvious who you are. There you are, Subaka Cole. Much better, I agree. I mean, not that your name is bad or anything, just that's what I'm familiar with. Okay, okay. So I want power lines too, before I forget. All the way down. In fact, let's go down this side for now. Okay, and hopefully my... Oh, that's actually not going to work. I will send, for now, a little power line all the way around. Because I won't get any industry in before I need the power for the residents. There we go. And let's go ahead and put residential areas down here for now and get the game started. And continue to build a few more roads in the meantime. In fact, let's go ahead and build them on this side. Alright. That's a good question, Subaka Cole. I do not have an answer for you just yet. Go, and I'm pretty much out of money. I should also add in, for now, just a temporary strip of shops. Just add it all along here. At this point, I'm just in it to make money because... Oh! I do not have enough money to connect to the outside world, do I? Can't believe I did that. They're not gonna start actually moving in, right? Cole, I think today is the only day over the next couple weeks that I'm gonna have free time. I'm so stupid. I should have... It didn't autosave, did it? I mean, it did, but how long ago was that? Actually... Is this still the same one? Or is this the one that was broken? Yeah, I don't know. So other than today, I don't know how much free time I have, because... No, this is the one that's broken. I am stupid, people. Stupid. Yeah, because I'm working this week, and then I'm visiting Portland, actual Portland, at the end of the week and over the weekend, next weekend. No, I didn't have... You don't have loans at the beginning, which is annoying. Otherwise, I absolutely would have done that. Yes, I meant to say I am stupid people, not I am stupid, comma, people. I am stupid, comma, people. I am multiple people who are stupid commas. I will get this right sometime. I know you don't believe me, but I will. Okay, let's make sure we're aligned east-west as well as I can be. That seems like too much. That's probably good enough. Okay, let's try the same thing again. Right there is probably good. It's a possibility. I'll let you know. All right. At least I'm getting a little faster at this part, right? Okay. Let's just do 240 for now. There we go. And I will. Hello, septic fan. Well, I think it's obvious why you just typed that. You are clearly a fan of the septic. I don't know, septic. Septicness is that's a word. It's a technical term. Okay, let me just do this for now. I'm still not sure why these are not lining up properly. Okay, so this should be going the opposite way. Now I'm worried about spending too much money because I need to do all these other things. There we go. Everything's slightly misaligned in here for some reason. But I think I'm going to stick with this size for now. Let me just make sure everything is going the right direction. Yeah, it is. Okay, good, good. So let's go ahead and put our power plant in. Let's make sure we put our water stuff in. Water drain pipe up here. Water pump down here. Put our pipes in. Like this. Beautiful. And one along here. Okay, okay. Let me send my power lines around again. Let's just do it this way. And cross the road here. Actually, waste a little bit of money and cross through here. There we go. Send this down here. to some point. Alright. And get some roads down here for residents. Let's put our roads in here as well, so that I do not mess that up. These are just temporary roads, so they're not going to be perfectly aligned just now. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and we'll do one more up here, like that. Now I'm running low on money again, but I think I have everything already ready for growth. Oh, and I want to make sure the water is spreading out all the way to all the residents, which it's not yet. Now it is. Oh, no it's not. Actually, refund. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Now let's put our industry in here. Like I said, the grids aren't quite aligning up here, which is, I don't understand. I don't like, but oh well, what am I going to do about it? Let's take the industry out a little bit more. Let's just do it here. Like so. That's really annoying that that's not aligning. I might fix that later when I have enough money, but for now, that'll have to do. And then let's put one more little bit of residential over here. And I'm pretty much completely out of money now. But everything looks good. Let's make sure we get a strip of commercial zones going along here. And unpause. I'm going to start losing some money. I should have bought a wind turbine. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to need a lot more power in the long run, so I figure, ooh. Guess what I messed up this time, guys? Well, I think people will move in even without water, and I might be able to make enough money to get this fixed. Hopefully. Yes, I know you all want water. See, I can't take out any loans yet. I can drop my budget for power and water for now. Because I should be making plenty of that. The good thing, though, is, first of all of my intersections, besides the one with my main roads, are one-way intersections, so that's not, I don't think that's actually a huge deal. And second of all, the new traffic pack, what do they call it? With the new, you know, all the new traffic tools, you can change intersections however you want to. So I can, you know, prioritize certain intersections if they become traffic problems. So I'm actually not that concerned about intersections anymore. What I am concerned about is the fact that I don't have water because I'm stupid. And I'm actually losing more money again. This is pretty much the biggest failure start that I've ever had on this game. I guess people are moving out because of the lack of water. You mean the question of what game you should play? I have no idea. That's up to you. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna here's what I'll do, because I don't want to deal with starting up a city right now. I'm gonna go ahead and load a city that I've been building for a while. That's a disaster a disaster scenario city. It's the tornado city, I think. And basically, I have all of the goals met to beat the scenario except population, and I can easily get the population, except that my computer can't really handle the current city size. It's annoying. The population size threshold that you need in this city is higher than my computer can handle. So, see, I have 139,000. I need, I think, 200,000. And you can see on fastest mode, it doesn't move any faster than slowest mode. And, well, maybe a tiny bit faster, but it's pretty much the same. And slowest mode is really, really slow. But I'll go ahead and show everybody the city anyway, because I think I like the city a lot. Let me, first of all, zoom out. And I can't zoom in once I'm out there? Okay. Well, then let me zoom out this way. But you can see how choppy it is. So yeah, here's the city. This lake here is man-made. This lake and this river here is man-made. Using what are they called? Oops. Freshwater outlets. So the city itself, yeah. I don't know if yeah, probably not gonna multiplayer right this second, Cole. The city itself started out as just kind of this area right in here, and I don't think it extended all the way up to here. I think it was just in here, and you had to survive a couple tornadoes early, but actually you don't have any real disasters after that. Actually, you have to get to 260,000 population. So I'm sitting here at 140,000. I have plenty of room to grow. I could even buy more tiles if I need to, but I have all this room to grow up here, all this room to grow down here. Actually, did I buy all my tiles? Yeah, I bought all my tiles. So I have plenty of room to grow down here and up here. I still haven't even upgraded my most of my residences and most of my buildings to high density yet. I'm still low density in most of the city. So if I needed to, I could upgrade those as well. But yeah, thanks Retribution. Yeah, it's just annoying that I think it's my processor. When I've looked up this problem before, where people said that they've had problems with this game slowing down like this, they tend to say it's a processor. And I have a good video card and a lot of memory, so it really, I feel like it has to be the processor. So I think the fact that they made a city that requires you to get 260,000, but that most processors can't really handle 260,000, that's a little bit of a shame, I think. Oh yeah, I think the last thing I did was in my Pepper Slums district. I removed all the low density residential and replaced it with high density residential here. So I have Pepper Springs here. I've got Office Park down here, Outer Pepper, Diagon Alley, Urban Agriculture, and over here I got an Industrial District 5. Let me just show you my districts this way. There we go. Industrial District 5 is here. Pepper International here. This is Airport Noise District. Wonder if you know why I named it that. Industrial District 4, Uptown Pepper. Pepper Tourist Hub. Downtown Pepper. Also Downtown River, because it's Downtown Pepper along the river. This is River Office District. This is Industrial District 1. Lumber Industry is here. Old Town Pepper, because this is one of the first areas. Central Strip, because this is one of the first areas. Central Pepper, because this is pretty much central to the city. This is a political name, Trump's Pepper, and I call it that because it's the first one that I had that had schools out. I'm not making any statements. I don't know what you're talking about. Then I got South Pepper over here because that's south. Industrial District 3, Pepper Hill, this is actually, it's hard to tell from this angle, but this is actually a pretty steep hill up here. It's very choppy, I apologize, but there we go. Yep. There's a pretty steep hill there. At least somewhat steep. Lake District, because of that new man-made lake. Industrial District 2. This is part of Industrial District 2. It's split into two places. Blue Collar Pepper. I think this is a high density part of the city that has schools out. Hillside District, because this is the first place that I built on the, next to the hill, before I actually built up on the hill. And I think that's all of the districts. Yeah, the tourist hub has mostly hotels and a bunch of touristy places, like a lot of the monuments and unique buildings. Some of them over here as well. Let's see how my soccer team's doing. I think it's winning more than it's losing. 4-1, 1 loss. That's pretty good, and 1 cancel. Because I have all of the things like free transit to the park, I believe, on match day, and then extra security and subsidized youth, which is the really expensive one. And so I would hope that I would have a good soccer team with all of those, all that spending. Should try to make a YouTube district. Well, what would that entail, Cole? I had to build this canal in here because otherwise this lake district this lake kept overflowing and flooding all the sort of high wealth houses along the shore, which wasn't what I wanted. So I put in this canal, and that seemed to fix the problem. Let's go ahead and here I'll show you what I have of mass transit here. So first of all, this red line here, let's see, I can just look at Metro. There we go. Nope. Okay, so that'll turn off all the metro. Is there any way to just look at metro? Well, let's get rid of all the buses. That's what I'll do for now. Get rid of the buses. And that's it for now. So my metro lines are one that comes all the way up to the Industrial District 3 up here and reaches into downtown. That's the red line. I got a blue line, which, does it stop here? Is this the last stop of the blue line? Yeah, it is. So the blue line starts here, comes all the way down here, and ends up here. The yellow line starts up here, crosses the river, and makes its way into downtown. The orange line starts up here, crosses the river over here, and makes its way into downtown. Purple line, which is the newest line, comes down to the Pepper Office Park from downtown. And then the green line just goes to the airport and then downtown. So most of them end up downtown at some point. I think only the blue line doesn't, actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the blue line's the only one that doesn't end up downtown, so that's the special line, I guess. I also have this this underground tunnel, a bunch of factories, and then one mansion in the center. So, but isn't that sort of like real life anyway? Got one rich person and all the people that work to make that person rich. I mean, that's not exclusive to YouTube. Anyway, yeah. So because I was getting too much traffic for this freight hub here, through this section here, I put underground highways straight to the main sort of freeway here, so that I would get rid of the congestion along here, at least some of it. This is one of my most congested roads anyway, though. So then, if I look at the bus lines, they're not as important, but I have them everywhere. They're probably kind of hard to see that zoomed out, but they're just everywhere. Just trust me on that. And then this pink line here, this black line here is the tram line, and I have a tram that comes all the way into downtown. This was one of my first sort of major transit projects in this city, but then it ended up sort of getting superseded by all the metro lines and this pink bus line. So it ends up now not getting much usage. As you can see, only 61 people are using it. But I do have over 5,000 people taking all of my transit per week, which I think is pretty good for a city of this size. Let's get out of this mode here. So you can see, originally this was I believe this was just a regular sort of 4-lane road, so just one, two lanes in each direction. But then I added the tram line up the middle and made it, put one-way roads around on each side of it. So it's a fancy thing. So I could have made it all more like this, but I wanted to make it nice and fancy, so that's what I did. Let's see what traffic looks like in this city. So in this part of the city, traffic isn't that bad. It's a little bit bad in here, but it moves enough that it doesn't really back up too much. This actually, another thing about this is I made this before I got I built this before I got the traffic update, so I haven't gone in and fixed any sort of street light issues or anything to make congestion better, but yeah. This is I'm sorry, I'm reading what Cole had to say there. This is one of the yeah, I don't ever watch PewDiePie, so I don't know what he posts. But I assume it's crap. Anyway, yeah, so this is my congested area here. This has always been sort of one of my most congested areas, and I've never really found a solution to it yet. It's really choppy and really slow. My processor cannot handle this. I don't think adding in I don't think removing the streetlights and making these a priority sort of direction would really help. So I don't think I want to do that. I like you saw, I have several metro lines that come along this general region, so that won't help. But the traffic is bad here, but it's not horrible. It does back up pretty darn far though. I don't like that, but traffic in the downtown area is pretty bad too, especially over here. This roundabout's actually always been pretty bad. This isn't as bad as it normally is actually, so maybe things have improved a little bit. But I think overall traffic in this city is not that bad. There are areas where it is, but that's expected in a city of this size. And most of the city has traffic that flows pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, this is one of the intersections that I had made. Actually, this is one of the intersections that I might change here now that I have more control over the way that traffic flows, because this is a large industrial area here. It's a farming area, and all the trucks come. I mean, I tried to fix it by adding in this cargo train terminal, which then goes to the cargo hub over here, but that didn't really solve the traffic problems. I just have too much going on at this intersection, and yeah, I would like to fix the traffic problems here, but it's a mess, as you can see. But actually, yeah, I might try fixing that right now on camera. Let me go ahead and pause the game and do some deleting. Because like I said, now that I can have more control over traffic flow, maybe I can make a nicer intersection that works better here with traffic. Problem is, this intersection probably has to stay. Maybe what I could do is I have an idea. Maybe what I could do is build a bridge here across this road so that anyone who wants to get inside here has to take the long route. I have bike lanes. Alright. So what I want to do is page up. No, I want... Alright, I think I need 3. And we'll put it right here. Space already occupied. Okay, I'm gonna need at least 4 then. Probably because of the hill here. There we go. And let's take it all the way out to there. And then down over... well, let's see. Connect that there. How long was that? 1390 worth. There we go. Alright, so maybe that'll help. And then let's take the highways under or over. I mean, maybe what I should have done then is take this road over the top, because that way it would stay raised up over the highway. Yeah, let's do that instead. It's not like I don't have money. So let's build this back in here, just straight across like so. There we go. This is a 6-lane road with bikes. And let's see if just 3 works here. Probably not. Oh, it will. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to snap to that one. Snap to angle. Let's get rid of that for now. Okay. Still trying to snap to that. So angle isn't the right one. Oh, let's not snap to road guidelines. Let's try that. There we go. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep this one raised on this side. Alright. And then this can come down. Actually, let's take it down as slowly as possible. Like so. There we go. This is going to make this intersection bad, though, I think. Unless, oh, but this is where I can start. I'll fix that here in just a second. That's where I can start messing with the traffic lights and stuff. Let's go ahead and raise this as early as we can. Like so. There we go. Hopefully that's high enough. It might not be. Let's get rid of the middle part. So that we can put the highways through first. Okay. Oh yeah, and there are new highway modes too, aren't there? One-way highway with sound barriers. There's these ones, the 4-lane highways. Well, I don't think I need those yet. Let's stick with just plain highway with sound barrier for now. Oh, let's just make sure everything is snapping for now. Of course, it's barely. Take it out to here and then down to here like so. Let's take this one actually a little bit further up so that we can come around. And then do this. That way we have room in here to deal with any ramps and stuff. Okay. Now we can take this up. Take it straight across like so. There we go. And now the ramps. Alright, so how do we want to do this? So there's a lot of different types of highway ramps out there. I have a lot of room in the middle here that I could play around with. I could try to make one of the fancy kind of ramps. Let's see. Let's see, if I had a left exit here, what would that get me? Nothing, I don't think. Well, let's try it anyway, just out of curiosity. So if I have a left exit here and a left exit here, then there's one intersection there, and then if I take this down like so, yeah, that's not gonna, well, I mean, that'll work, but that'll be a very sharp turn. Maybe what I should do is the opposite. Have a left entrance here, and a left entrance here. And then for the exits, I can come down like this. It's going to be too short of an exit though. But unless I come up above everything. This is going to be a really long exit then, but maybe that's good. Maybe that's what I need. How is this going to work? Alright, let's take it above everything. Like so. Can I get a bridge over here? Is this going to happen? Do I need to make it higher? There we go. So why won't that connect there? I mean, it'll connect there, but that's not a good angle. Okay, I think I know why. Let's swing it around just a little bit. Snapping to road guidelines. Driving me a little crazy. I don't want snapping to the grid either. In fact, don't snap to anything. There we go. It's not the angle that I really want it to come from, though. Let's make the S bend just a little bit less. There we go. That'll do. And now I need to take it out from here. Can I page up? Yes, I can. There we go. Alright, that's a really long ramp. So then I could do one on the other side too. It's not going to be as long, but this one's not as important. Alright, have fun, Cole. Alright. Yeah. So this one's not as important because this intersection's never that bad. It's these intersections up here that are always bad. So a long ramp here is good. And then these sections here, let's go ahead and turn all the snapping back on. These sections here, I can go into junctions and so we will have a traffic light here. We don't want a traffic light here. That's good because, well, I guess for left turners it might be a good idea, but let's see how it works out for now. So we'll stick with the traffic light. In fact, we'll stick with no traffic light there, but one traffic light there, so that basically this road has a traffic light here, one here, and then the next one's all the way up here. But actually, let's make this a stop sign here. Let's basically give this road priority up until this point here. And that way, yeah, that's good, I think. Okay, so let's see how this works out. It's still a bit of a mess of an intersection, but I think we'll end up being for the best. What's going on with this intersection down here? This is a light, that's probably fine. Let's make these stop signs to give priority to this road here. Like so. And this road here is also going to need priority. Let's make it just straight through here to the light. And then this shouldn't be a light. This should be stop signs here. And let's see here. I know I messed up some bus routes. I'm going to have to figure them out later. Let's give this road priority here. And here, no stop signs. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. So yeah, this is the only light or for this highway intersection for these ramps here. I think I should make part of this a 2-lane highway. Not a 2-way highway. 2-lane highway. So that way they can turn either direction there. So let's go ahead and upgrade starting here. That way they can get into the turning lane, whether they're turning right or left. So basically they take the ramp, and then there's a sign here that says use the right lane to turn right on this road, and left turn left. Most of them I think are going to turn right though. See, though, I ended up just getting a bunch more traffic in here. I think it's auto-saving. Yeah, it is. I just pushed the traffic problem somewhere else. There's just too many trucks coming out of this farming area and trying to get on the highway. I mean, I've tried putting in this freight terminal, but that produces just as many trucks as it removes. Well, I guess that just means it's not coming in the highway, but there's so many trucks. Like, it does look like it fixed the traffic problem at the intersection itself, though. Or at least for the most part. Yeah, I guess this way is still a problem because they're coming in here, or they're still, there are trucks that come in from this side and turn left. So maybe I should also have a traffic light here, but seems to be flowing okay. I'm surprised the bus routes haven't fixed themselves yet. Do I have to go in and fix them manually? Okay, I see what happened, I think. Yeah. It moved a couple of the green routes down here. Let me get rid of the stop there. Now I think it should fix itself. Oh, no, there's one here still. There we go. Now I think it should fix itself. There we go. It fixed itself. Yeah, I don't need to stop on this side. There's no point in having any down here, so. You heading out, septic fan? Bye-bye. They're all turning right. String cheese is tasty. Yeah, this is backed up now. I mean, I don't think adding a light is going to help this here. Actually, though, doing the same thing I did on the other side might, at least a little bit. Let's go ahead and upgrade here on up. That way, anyone that want to turn left can, or I mean, anyone that want to turn right can get out of the way of the rest of them that want to turn left, which most of them do. But that one, nope. They all want to turn left. Oh, oh, no, no. There's a weird problem. Oh, no, are you going to turn right up here? I think he's going to turn right. Hooray! This isn't that backed up. The only place that's really backed up is in here. This is weird. Don't know what's up with that. This is really weird. What are they doing? What are they doing? Stop driving through barriers and cliffs. What? I don't understand. Let's see here. Let's try rebuilding this, I guess. There we go. And then the 2-lane. One-way highway with sound barriers. Yeah, that's what I want, I think. Are you gonna think stupid? Here we go. Guess I could, but traveling into each other, but oh well, that works. Line up all the way back, but at least it's not all the way down. There we go. Turn left here, though. It's the Taylor Huh. Looks like processor problems. My are smart. That graphic is I'm pretty good with. I think this, if this is this, I don't, because most don't really. I mean, but yes, because my computers handle the. So I'm probably gonna. Yeah, my computer's having a hard time handling this. I'm probably gonna stop here soon. I didn't really do what I wanted to do anyway today. I was trying to get my Portland map up and running, but I would not need different ways. Yeah. So